Good morning, I'm Lynn and welcome to another day at Ewetopia Farms. Well, yesterday was cool, but today she's back and hot. So let's go out and see what all these girls are doing and how they're making out with the severe temperature changes we've had in the last few days. So we're at the morning routine. We just fed everybody. We're almost done chores. Everybody's commenting about the woolly heads on the Dorsets. Hopefully we're going to get them all trimmed up a bit because I think they look silly too, but I think when we trim them up and make them look more Dorsety and less alpaca-like, they'll look a lot better. But right now it's a lot hotter and you can feel the air is getting thick again. So we're gonna be fairly quiet today, and I think today is gonna be a day about booster shots and vaccinations for the Glamvax 6. So we're gonna be doing our pregnant ewes and we're giving the booster shots to the lambs. This is how you can tell that it's really hot again today. It's all right. You didn't need to get up. I'm just showing how you love your fan. Hi, girls. We're setting up some chutes in here today because we have to give the pregnant ewes their Glamvax 6. So the reason we're doing it now is you want to do it before they have lambs, and it's supposed to be I think it's a month to 6 weeks before they have lambs. But because we have the rams in for so long, we kind of just do a middle date. So some of them will be getting it later than they should, and some maybe a little bit earlier. But we hope to hit the middle ground. At least we're giving them something. So this is the adults' yearly dose of vaccine. But while they're pregnant, it will also cover their lambs for any diseases for about the first 2 or 3 months of life before they are old enough to get their own vaccines. So that's why we do that. And these guys are due. So that's what we're doing today. And our 3 remaining yearling rams are gonna watch the whole process, I guess. Arnie didn't want to bring the whole chute over, so he's rigging up some kind of catching chute here. So we'll see how smoothly or not it goes today.
Nice.
Did it catch you?
Most of my bandit doesn't catch this close with a 3-piece suit.
We're going to try the new method. We're going to bring all the girls over and out to the front of the barn. Come on, girls. What good girls. Oh, you gotta love sheep. They're such followers. See how this works because it's not a regular corralling chute, so we got to see if the girls will go in here. Once one goes in, it'll be okay. There we go. And I've got my Glamvax 6 there, and the other bottle is in an container with ice so it stays cold. First group we got through, but I didn't film it, so I'll film the second group. It's always getting that first one in. There we go. I'll hold them. We do it the awkward way, but it gets done. So we're loading them up basically 5 at a time. Sub-Q, 1 cc for the Glamvac 6. And then at the end, once the whole chute's done, we let them out with the guillotine. Okay, while we were doing this guy flew on Arnie. And we were just saying the other day that we hadn't seen any praying mantises, so now I gotta go put them outside while Arnie fills up the chute. Okay, we also have the peanut gallery here watching the whole procedure. I keep having to chase you away from using my table as a scratching post. And we rescued the praying mantis. Now we're gonna start all over again. Getting near the end of this group. I think there was 110 in this group. Plus a ram. We did the ram too, as his yearly shot. Come on, go up. There we go. Okay, let him go. We have a couple of sheep here that you just so desperately want to have a scratch on my table, and they're walking under it. Silly little gooses. Look, this is what I'm dealing with the whole time. Why are you in there? Is it itchy? Is it itchy? That's all my stuff under on that table. Oh, the whole time. Now what?
Let me have the video on. I'll video something.
Oh, there's one going under. Whoa, table buddies.
This is not on now, is it?
Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, it is. Now it started all over for some reason.
Okay, this is Arnie now, videoing, making a video. So Lynn says when I started this, she says, Arnie, it's not going to work.
No, I didn't say that.
So this was a little holding pen right here in the middle of the barn. And I used this gate here to lock them in. And then from here they go down the chute with the guillotine. And we vaccinated them all with a walk-through gate on both sides. Lynn's having a hard time with the pet sheep. And Lynn says it wouldn't work.
No, I didn't, Arnie. You're wrong.
And Arnie just has this all designed here. You just pull this rope here, they all go right out. Come on, girls. They're all vaccinated, ready to have lambs. Lynn's folding up the table. And I think this is a pretty good job that I set up here. And I think most women would say that Arnie's a keeper. But it's not all about Arnie.
Since I said all of that already, it probably does sound like a narcissist speaking.
You see what it's like to work with Lynn every day? Sometimes it's just golden platinum working with her, and sometimes it's like living in the hell sometimes. But they're all done now, and we're going to take it down, I guess. Lynn's putting our table away. In my divorce, that was my kitchen table. But now we moved it into the barn. Hey, Lynn.
Okay, is it on still?
Oh, of course it is, Lynn. We're looking at you.
Probably went off.
You look extremely nice, Lynn. Lynn?
Hey, Arnie, you realize that I'm going to edit it all out. As you can see, Arnie suffers from classic narcissism. Anyway, he's going to get some straw, and we're going to bed these girls up now, and then we're going to give them a bale of hay and take a lunch break. And then this afternoon we're going to give the booster shots to our lambs and maybe do something with our little Dorset lambs if we have time to. The reason we have such a hard time downsizing is because of this. They are so quiet and so trustworthy. Even our ram here. And the faces. You just gotta love them. This is from Max's perspective. He's doing pretty good at staying behind them and holding them there, because we know that he desperately wants to run in front of them. This is what he sees. Here comes Arnie with some bedding. These guys had an interesting morning watching what was going on. They're in great shape now after their little incident with barber pole worm. But they look really good now, so I don't know how long that took. A month to get them back into shape. These girls think it's hay time because they are going to get a bale of hay too. But right now it's just bedding. So he's going to roll it out. He was rolling it the wrong way, so it didn't go too far with nothing coming out. So that means you have to turn it around. Sometimes it's not so obvious which way the roll is going. So we started vaccinating at 11:15. Now we're gonna put straw out through this barn, and we're gonna put a bale of hay, and that'll all have been done in about, if we're lucky, an hour, maybe a little less. So that's pretty good. Pretty good for 2 old people and some dogs. We're just putting the barn back together again. So now you can see how good the rams are looking now. These were the guys who weren't feeling too good not too long ago. They look really good now. Okay, everything's back to as it was. All the chutes are down, the table's away, new straw. New feed. Been vaccinated. Fins are just being hooked back up for these girls. We'll probably put some straw in with these girls later too. And now it's lunch break. So we just revaccinated the Dorsets and the few Suffolks in here with their Glamvax 6 booster shot, and I trimmed this one's head off already. And Arnie's gonna trim their hooves, and while he's trimming hooves, I'm gonna trim heads. But you see how much better. I left a little wool on her face, but I didn't leave it so crazy looking, so you can see that she has a woolly head, but she doesn't look like an alpaca now. Okay, so Arnie's gonna catch them in the tub, and he's gonna trim their hoof, and then when he's done, he's gonna throw them down the alleyway here, and they're gonna put their head in the headlock, and then I'm gonna trim their head off. I'll trim their woolly legs off later, but right now I'm just gonna do their heads. See how little their hooves are? But you do want to trim your lamb's hooves because it gets their feet growing in the right position, so that as an adult they'll have better hooves. I wanted Arnie to film this, but so I'm gonna just show you what she looks like before. And this is, I got scissors. She's in a headlock, and I'm gonna trim her off. So this is how she looks now. Kind of silly with the alpaca look. And we're going to trim it off and see what she looks like afterwards. So I did her for a couple of minutes, and we trimmed off her face a little bit there. But she's still got a little bit of wool on there that will grow in tufty. Come on, show your face. There you go. Before and after. Okay, here's the before. We're going to deal with this face. She's going to come in, and we're going to make her really special when she comes through here. Because this one is probably going to be a show sheep for sure. This looks like Jezebel. Come on, Jessie. There you go. Right through there. Come on. So close. Okay, so she's in the head gate. We're gonna trim her off and see what she looks like. And there she is now. We don't want her head in. Come on, get your head up. Just let's put your head up for a second. Up, up, up. Arnie could help her. Well, you may as well just let her out, since she doesn't want to have her head shown. Just she looks a lot prettier anyway. Arnie's gonna let her out now. This is Jezebel. Come on, Jessie. We haven't done the legs, I know, but we will. We've done the heads. Look at the heads.
There's Arnie's job.
Heads are much better.
This is called the perm.
See that? See, now they look nice, but they still look like Dorsets. But you can see the wool outline.
It's called the perm.
And now we're going to fix Arnie's job up.
It's called a perm, Lynn.
Yeah. It's called a hack job. I'm
in style.
sorry.
It's
I'm
in style
sorry we did that to you. We'll just clean that up and we're finished. These guys will all be done.
Well, this one has green all through it and all birds all through it. It's a little hard.
There, this is the one that Arnie did. And I see I just missed another little spot. Of course, she'll be bathed. There's a little spot right by your eye. Come on, hold still. There, lovely. There, we fixed her up a little bit. They don't want to look at the camera. There you go. And she was the last one. And I'll let her out. And there she goes. So we got their heads off. But it's still on enough to see that that's a Dorset head with the Dorset wool on it still. They don't look like alpacas anymore. So we're just gonna feed Buddy here, who followed us back from the barn. And I guess we're gonna call that a day. And I hope you'll join us again tomorrow for the next episode at Ewetopia Farms. Bye for now.